Hey guys, hi. I had a little problem with connection. Hopefully this is gonna be fine. This is Anna Stropnik coming to you live from Fort Lauderdale. I hope I don't want to get cut off in this live video today. Should be fine now. It's Saturday night. Let's see, who do we have online, who's watching. Type in where you're watching this from, say hi. I would love to give you a shout out. So today I'm going to be talking about something that I'm really excited about 90-day run and how this can change your business and your life, and something that I'm starting again on Monday as well. If this is the first time you're ever watching any of my videos, my name is Anna Stropnik and I help people create a side stream of income working from home in health and wellness, and I also help them create time and financial freedom. My question for you today is, are you struggling with getting to the next rank? Are you struggling with creating more money in your business? Are you struggling with growing a larger team? If you are struggling in any of these areas, this video might help. And this is, hey, hey Adrian, nice to see you here. So this definitely should help you. So what am I doing? I'm doing a 90-day challenge, a 90-day run, where I'm going to be basically completely focused on building my business, and will have minimal distractions. Like if my friends call me to go somewhere, to do something, to go watch a movie, to whatever, go out, I'm basically going to say no. I'm not going to be watching TV. I am just going to be focused on building my business. I do have, in these 90 days, I do have a couple of events actually that I'm going to, but what I'm going to be doing instead is I'm just going to be doubling up on certain days just to be on track, and I will be doing these activities for 90 days every single day. So why is this important? Because what this will do, it will create a burst of activity. And if you talk to if you listen to interview of anyone who is a 6-7 figure earner in our profession, they will all tell you that they actually had those bursts of activities when they went out and recruited a whole bunch of people and just worked 8 to 16 hours a day building their business. So you may think that's a lot, but it's definitely worth it. So can you imagine if you just work for one season for 3 months at a time, and create a momentum, create your team duplicating and tripling and quadrupling, I don't know if that's a word even, but anyway, so you're creating that momentum. So your team is gonna grow, your business is gonna grow, you're going to rank up, you're going to start making more money, and it's all going to be worth it. So next time you ever decide to do a 90-day run, you won't have to put that many hours in. Basically, it's something that will get you, so you can do this in your business. It will get you from being mediocre to from making maybe a couple of $100 in your business monthly to making a couple of $1,000, within those 90 days at the end. If you're making a couple of $1,000, it will make you to create a 6-figure income yearly, right? And then it will get you to that next level again. So it's just different activities, but you have to be focused and you have to be committed that you will do this every single day, and not skip a day or give up halfway. You really have to commit to do this for 90 days. Basically, all the top earners, if you ask anyone, they have all done this. And so I have a couple of other questions for you. Do you feel that your team is not producing? If that's you, type in number 1, or you don't have to, it's okay. Do you feel that your numbers are going down instead of up? And my last question is, like, are you being consistent? Because lots of times that's the problem, is we are not being consistent with you know, how many of certain activities we do daily. So we may have like a burst of 3 days or 7 days of like activities, and then we take a week off. Like for example, like shooting a live video, if you're committed to do this like 4, 5, 7 times a week, you know, make sure you do it. You know, make sure you're consistent with this, because you're going to lose your following. You're going to lose your people who are actually watching and waiting for your videos. So you have to be consistent in everything that you do, and how many people you're going to talk to that day. It has to be consistent. So this will actually help, like doing a 90-day activity burst. It's going to help you to stay consistent. I just did a 90-day challenge where I did a live video for 90 days every single day, and it kept me going. It was the whole bunch of us doing it, and it was awesome. I actually doubled my business. I rank advanced during that 90-day, actually within the first month of starting this. So it's a really, really cool thing to do. Another thing is, how would you like to turn those numbers around? You know, if you feel that you've been like going down in numbers, if you feel that your team is not producing, how would you like to turn all of that around? So I'm going to tell you one thing. Your team is watching and duplicating what you're doing. So if you are not doing, if you're not producing, if you're not ranking up, they are not going to either. So if you wait and wait and wait, and this like doesn't happen, and you're just waiting for something to happen within the team, your numbers are slowly going to go down. So what your team is actually looking for, they're looking for inspiration. So go out there and be the first one. Be somebody. Create a name for yourself. Create, you know, so people will be proud to say, oh, I'm in so-and-so's team. You know, it really makes a difference. So that's my advice. Now, as far as like the 90-day run, I watched a couple of different ones. I've talked to a couple of people that are doing this, and I decided to create my own. I know the things that I'm already doing and that I'm capable of, so I actually created my own. So it's important, like what is the 90-day run? So what does it consist of? It's very simple actually. So the first thing you have is you have your goal. You have your goal, what is going to happen after 90 days. So it could be that you rank advance. It could be that your team rank advances. It could be that you grow your team to a certain number to make this certain income. So all of that could be your goal. So that's a part one of the 90-day run. The second part is to actually create daily activities and create that action plan. And guys, that's really, really simple. And make sure when you do that you will create a plan that is going to be something that you can achieve. So there's no point of creating a plan where you're going to say, I'm going to talk to 50, 100 people, 150 people a day. I mean, after 3 days, you will just look at yourself and you're like, this is like totally unreasonable, and you're not going to follow with your plan. If you're, even if you speak to 2 new people a day, if that's a part of your action plan, that's huge. That's 60 people a month, you know, so that's 180 in 3 months. I'm personally doing 20 a day, so that's 600 a month. That's 1,800 people that I will talk to in 90 days. So that is huge, right? But make that number, what number is best for you, that you know that you can, like, just with a little bit of extra work that you can achieve that day. So that's just one example of the things that I have on my list. So on there, what you want to do is you want to have activities that are money producing activities first. So these are your non-negotiables, and then you can have like other things like your marketing, your self-development. So all of that can be in your action plan as well. But your top priority is really your activities, your prospecting. It should be on top, and that is like non-negotiable. You have to do this every single day. So mine is as well, like to do a live video every single day, but I have those top 4 on how many people I'm going to follow up, how many presentations I'm going to do that day. So all of that has to be ready and achievable. Like, make it achievable. That's very, very important. So the third part is just go, you know, decide on which day you're gonna start, and just go get started. And now I have like 2 steps that are really important when you decide to do this. The first step is announce it to the world. Why is that important? Because we are all in our own businesses. We don't have a boss, you know, we don't have anyone like telling us, oh, how many people did you talk to every day? You know, we just don't, unless you have somebody who is micromanaging you, which they shouldn't be, but nobody has anyone like, you know, telling us, oh, what did you do today? You know, how many people did you talk to? How many presentations did you send? You know, it's like really up to us. So by announcing it, you're telling it to the world. So not only that you have to keep up your own word, but you also have to, you know, show up, you know, after these 90 days. Did you do it? Are you a failure? Like, did you give up after 30 days, 15 days, 65 days, whatever? You know, did you stick to it? It shows your credibility, your character. So it's really important that you announce it. I'm doing mine on Monday. I'm announcing it now today. But there is also, it's okay to wait and to like make like a pre-launch, you know, something that you're gonna do I don't know, in like 15 days, a month, you know, and get ready for it. When I did my first one, when I first started with this business, I did a 30-day run, and I did it starting on my birthday. So I waited and I prepared and I announced, you know, for like a few days. My birthday is in January, so like January 13th, so after like New Year's I had like few weeks to get ready, and I started then, but you know, it's up to you. Just set the date and just go. And the second thing that is a great action plan as well is if you know of someone who is willing to do this with you. I am also looking for people, like if you would like to do this run with me, we don't have to be in the same company, in the same team, whatever. You know, if you want to go, I can give you like an example of what I'm doing as my action plan. Message me today or tomorrow at the latest, and we will do this together. You know, we will create like a chat group where you know, we're keeping each other accountable. It's really cool to have somebody who is like pushing you, you know, like, because like I said, we're like in our own business, nobody's there to boss us around, so having an accountability partner is a really great thing. So the reason why I chose starting on Monday to do a 90-day run, because I want to be finished by Christmas, so like by 23rd, and that's why I didn't want to delay it any longer, because you know how like we get for holidays, it's going to be Thanksgiving as well. But like I said, you know, you can double up on certain days when you know that you maybe are not going to be producing those numbers. So like at Christmas, I get to celebrate because that's when it's going to be over, and I will reach my goals. So thank you all for watching. Feel free to message me if you'd like to do this with me, or if you would like to do this alone, just to get an idea. I messaged a couple of people too, just to so I know what kind of runs and what kind of activities they're doing to help them grow their business. So hopefully this was helpful. If it was, feel free to share it with anyone that you think would benefit. And thank you for watching. I will see you again soon. Bye.